What is up, guys? It's Zach and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be diving deep into my personal Luigi's Mansion collection. As you see, my shelf is empty up there, and I figured, well, lots of people have been actually kind of requesting to see a lot of my Luigi's Mansion items and talk a little bit about how I got each of them and all that kind of stuff. So I figured what better time to do that than now. Show off my collection, talk a little bit about it, and yeah, it should be quite fun. It's a good way to celebrate Luigi's Mansion's 20th anniversary. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into showing you some cool Luigi's Mansion merchandise items. So I'm actually going to start out with two items I don't have with me. One that's at my college dorm and one that I have no clue where it is. The one that's on my college dorm is an autographed photo from Charles Martinez, who does the voice of Luigi, and obviously I had it autographed on a Luigi's Mansion picture. It was a super cool thing to get. I loved it. It was so fun interacting with him. It was at a game convention about a little more than 2 years ago, and I met him, and he did his Luigi voice because I told him how much I love Luigi's Mansion. He talked to me as Luigi. It was so cool, and yeah, it was so much fun. I loved it. If you ever see Charles Martinez at a convention, I would highly recommend getting an autograph with him. It was so fun. And the second item that I don't know where it is actually it's kind of unfortunate because I really like this item. It was a homemade, custom made for me Luigi's Mansion Gold Ghost plushie. I wish I knew where it was. I wish I had it with me, but unfortunately I don't know where it went. I think it's at my father's house, but my father's house has a lot of stuff in it, and I'd have to really dig deep to find it, so I really hope I can find it sometime soon. I love that plush. It was so cool. It was custom made for me, and I really want it back. So hopefully I can find that sometime soon. Alright, so now that I got those two items out of the way, without any further ado, let me show you the items that I actually have. And what better place to start than, of course, the Luigi's Mansion video game. The main reason all of these items exist in the first place. Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo GameCube. It is complete. Manual, game and all, and as you guys know, it's my favorite game of all time. There's no words that can describe how amazing this game is. The atmosphere that it gives off with its realistic mansion and the subtle music in the background, Luigi's scared humming and nervous whistling in the halls. There's just a lot to this game that makes it amazing to me, and no game since then, at least in the Luigi's Mansion series, has replicated that. And I don't think, with Next Level Games at the helm, I don't think it is ever going to get as great as the original. Personal opinion that many people disagree with, but I stand by that statement. The first game is the only amazing one in the series, and I wish to see another game like it in the future for the series. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's Luigi's Mansion. So yeah, Luigi's Mansion on the Nintendo GameCube. Next up here, I also have another copy of Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo GameCube, but as you can tell, it is not the NTSC, as you don't see the E for everyone down here. This is the PAL version of Luigi's Mansion. Now, this copy is not complete. I don't have the manual for this one, but it is the PAL version, meaning that it's different than the NTSC version, because for those of you who do not know, the PAL version of Luigi's Mansion has a completely different hidden mansion mode that is mirrored. The ghosts are different in each room. It's harder. It's just a lot of cool things that were added to the hidden mansion mode in the PAL version that weren't in the American version. So yeah, this is an absolutely great game. If you live in the European region, this is definitely the one you're gonna play, and it's much superior to the American version, you lucky ducks. But hopefully I can get a what's it called, a freeloader, I think it's called, where I can make my GameCube region free so that I can play PAL games on it. So that would be super cool. Next up here is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. As you guys know, I am not the biggest fan of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I wish I liked it, but I actually kind of liked the first three mansions, but then once the fourth mansion came around, it really soured my taste for it, just because the boss battles are underwhelming, the mission structure sucks. I hated that freaking ice boss. Everything about that sucked, and it just made me not like Dark Moon. I can respect what Dark Moon tried to do, but it just wasn't for me. I want to give this game another try on the channel, maybe, if I can get my 3DS to capture gameplay for you guys. Then I'll retry it for the channel one day. But until then, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon will just be the part of Luigi's Mansion history that I try to kind of forget. Next up is the Luigi's Mansion remake on the Nintendo 3DS. Now, obviously, this game has a lot of problems with it, mostly because of the limitations that the hardware provides, hence why this should have been on the Nintendo Switch. but it's still a really fun game. It's the definitive version of Luigi's Mansion in the sense that there's a lot of extra content here. There's a boss rush mode that's amazing. You can replay any portrait ghost at any time to get that platinum frame. There's achievements, there's cool different collectibles. It's a much more fleshed out and replayable experience than the original game was. And I still think that this is the best version of Luigi's Mansion out there, but unfortunate that it came out on the Nintendo 3DS. It should have come out on the Nintendo Switch. Lastly, we have Luigi's Mansion 3, the Luigi's Mansion game that just completely hurts my brain because I like this game, but I don't like it at the same time. There are so many little things that bother me, so many little things that could have been improved, but, you know, it is what it is. It's Luigi's Mansion 3. The ghost variety sucks, but, you know, the game looks beautiful. It's a game that really confuses me, that I don't know exactly how to describe it, but yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3, good game, but to me, nowhere near as good as the original. Alright, this next item technically isn't even Luigi's Mansion related, but I kind of consider it part of my Luigi's Mansion collection, and that is my Luigi plushie here. This specific Luigi plushie I got back when I was like 8 or 9, when I first got the original Luigi's Mansion, and obviously ever since then he was my little buddy when I was a kid. He's missing the L on his head, and the buttons are gone. That's how much I played with him. You know, I don't even know how to describe it. Usually, I don't have any sentimental value towards like toys or anything like that, but this one, yeah, this got a little bit of a sentimental value to me. I like this toy, and I'm gonna keep him forever, and I don't know, he's just really cute. Next up is this is a Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon strategy guide, the Prima guide. There's a lot of different images, and it's very colorful. I love Prima guides. It's a shame they don't do these anymore, really. But I got this back when I was playing Dark Moon because I was having a lot of trouble with the gems, getting all the gems and getting all the boos, and I needed this to help me out when I was, I was like 13 or 14 when the game came out, maybe 15, but regardless, it's really, really cool. I loved using this because it helped me out a lot. It made me less frustrated when trying to search for gems and boos and all that. So yeah, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Prima Guide, and it also came with a poster, which is pictured here on the back, but I'll also put a picture of the poster on screen here. So yeah, really, really cool. Alright, so next up, I have these two plushies, these two Luigi's Mansion plushies. I love both of these. Now, this one is official, it's licensed, it's authentic. This one is a knockoff, but they are both really, really cool. There's not many differences. The only notable thing that I don't like about the knockoff figure, well, firstly, the cap is really scrunched up, but also the bulb on the back of the vacuum is like this felt that could like fall off at any moment, whereas this one is like a nice, cool material. I don't know how to describe it, but I love both of these. I like this one more in the fact that it has the spooked Luigi face, and then this one honestly has the poltergeist with the vacuum nozzle. This one has the flashlight. But either way, yes, I bought these both online like years ago. I think this one was my more recent purchase, just because I wanted another Luigi to go along with this one. The only one I'm missing is Polterpup. But, I'm not too bothered about getting Polterpup. I don't really need him, but these two are really, really cool. Love them. Alright, so now we are getting onto some of the cooler items in my collection. Firstly, I'm going to show you this, which is the Luigi's Mansion 3 First 4 Figures statue. Now, obviously, this thing is pretty big, pretty hefty. It has Luigi and Polterpup. It's got the Poltergeist G00, so it's obviously based on Luigi's Mansion 3. It lights up as I show you this. The flashlight, I like that the flashlight is yellow. The Polterpup glows. The Poltergust glows. It's really, really cool. I love this thing. And the even cooler thing about it, that this is an exclusive edition that you can only get on the First 4 Figures website. So if you look at the bottom here, it has, I gotta flip the other way, it has a number, and the number is, you can't really tell because the number is written kind of weirdly, but it's 50. So this is the 50th out of, I think, 5,000. So I got a really low number, which is really, really cool. Absolutely love it. It's a great piece of the collection. I kind of want the other one that's just Luigi, but overall this figure is super, super cool. I really like it. Alright, so this is the Club Nintendo Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon diorama, which I have pulled out over here. This is really, really cool. Obviously, for those of you who are Dark Moon fans, you probably really, really like this. It's a Club Nintendo exclusive figure. Back when I was like 15 or so, I tried to get this off of Club Nintendo back in the day, but it's I don't even think it sold out. Or actually, I think it did sell out really, really quickly because I could not get that many points at first. And there's a number at the bottom here as well. 1432 out of 5,000, so obviously pretty limited as well. Really cool figure. Shout out to my friend Hannah who got this for me over Christmas. Just really cool of her. Thank you so much, Hannah. I really love it. This little guy here is Luigi with a poltergust. He's like a Connect figure. He was gifted to me by someone who watches the channel. Really cool. I like him. He's so little, he's so cute with his little poltergust and all that. This is obviously based on Dark Moon, because you can see it's the Poltergust 5000 model. Really cool, really cute, and I like him. Next up is this, which is my Game Boy Horror. Now, as you can see, it's got the actual Game Boy Horror screen. It's a clear Game Boy Color. You can't tell just by looking at it, but I put it together really badly. It did not come together well at all. The very top, as you can probably see, it's like not connected, it's not together. It's just overall not that well put together. So I kind of blame myself for that. The D-pad doesn't work. The Game Boy itself, I don't think works. But I really do like how it came out. It does visually look good. I want to get one of those stands. I think Etsy has them. I'm probably going to get one of those at some point. So like I can stand it up on the shelf so it looks even cooler. So yeah, the Game Boy Horror. I love this thing. It looks really cool. And it looks almost authentic to the one in the original Luigi's Mansion game. So yeah, the Game Boy Horror. Alright, so now we're getting into some of the creme de la creme of my Luigi's Mansion collection. The most sought after items of the whole entire Luigi's Mansion merchandise line. There is the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Japanese figures. I have the whole set. I have all three of them, starting with Luigi, obviously. He's got his poltergust. If I were to say anything that I don't like about these, it's probably the base. I don't like the purple base. I like the base kind of like on the Luigi's Mansion 3 statue, where it's like actual like a floor and all that with carpet. I don't like that this is just kind of a lazy purple base. Also, I don't like that this Luigi figure has like a straight face. I wanted like a little spooked Luigi, like a frightened Luigi. But nevertheless, it's a cool little statue thing here. Pretty collectible. I got this for $40 a few years ago, like back in maybe 2015. And I know it's worth a bit more than that nowadays, so I'm glad I got it when I did. Then, of course, I got the second figure in the set, which is, of course, Toad. He is having a little bit of trouble staying on his base, so I'll try my best to show him to you guys. But he's scared. I really like the Toad figure. I like the fact that he looks scared. If he didn't look scared, then I would have been kind of upset. But yes, he looks pretty scared. He looks spooked. He doesn't fit on his base too well. Oh, there we go. Now he's stopped. But yeah, that is Toad. And then the one that most people really want is King Boo. This is King Boo. I guess with this figure, again, complaint is the base, but also I don't like the fact that he doesn't like that he like sits on the ground. I think they should have like put like a stick here or something for him to like float on. But nonetheless, really cool figure. King Boo and Toad both cost me, I think it was about $60 each for these two. But yeah, really cool for these two nonetheless. And now last, but most certainly not least, I have my favorite item in my whole entire collection, the Luigi's Mansion Joyride figure. Now, it's fully complete. It has everything. It has the ghost, both of its arms, the poltergust, the nozzle, the straps, Luigi himself. It has everything. And I freaking love this. I got this for about $90 about 4 years ago. And to this day, it still remains my favorite item in my whole entire collection. Just because I've been wanting this since I was a kid. Since I first got into Luigi's Mansion. I played Luigi's Mansion, I absolutely loved it, and I wanted some Luigi's Mansion toys. But, eBay back in the day was pretty scarce, there wasn't much, and they were super expensive. So I'm glad that I got it now that I'm an adult, because I'm more so of a collector and I'm not going to play with it like a kid. I'm just going to have it display up on the shelf. And yeah, I really love this figure. Nowadays, I don't know how much it goes for nowadays. I got it for $90 back in the day, back 4 years ago. But nowadays, I think it's probably around the same price, maybe a little bit more, like 100 to 120. But still a great figure, and I absolutely love it in the collection. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. What was your favorite item that you saw, or do you have any of these items as well? Let me know down in the comments down below, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. click the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos, and check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there. And thank you to the members of the channel like Brandon and Dominic. You guys are awesome. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.